My son sat on the kitchen floor, shaking, sobbing into his hoodie like a little kid again. Dad, I sent her half, 150K. She said it was safer than going through you. I just stood there, frozen. My brain was refusing to process what he just said. My wife, his mother, was gone. No bags, no note. Her phone, dead. Her account, drained. And the closet, empty. She vanished like she'd never existed. And now, $150,000 was gone with her. The night before, we were popping champagne in the living room. My son, 19 years old, had just won 300K in some crypto lottery. I didn't believe it at first, thought it was one of those scams. But no, we checked the wallet. It was real. 300,000. We ordered pizza, blasted music, laughed our asses off like idiots. It felt like a new beginning. After years of grinding and barely getting by, it finally felt like we caught a break. That night, she kissed me like she used to when we were 20, whispered, "We made it," and I believed her. Idiot. The next morning she was gone. I called her 6 times. Voicemail. Texted. Left a voice message. Nothing. I drove to her sister's house. Not there. Checked her job. She hadn't shown up in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. That's when my son told me about the money. She said not to tell you, that you'd try to control it. Said she wanted to make sure I had my half. She played both of us. I called the bank. Her account was closed. Not emptied. Closed. Like she was planning this for weeks, maybe months, and we had no clue. 1 week later, I got a message from her best friend, anonymously. Just a screenshot. A villa. Ocean view. Somewhere in Mexico. And her, in a bikini. Champagne in one hand. That smile. Same one she gave me the night before she left. My hands were shaking. My son saw the pic and just walked out of the room. I didn't follow him. Because that's when I found the note. Folded up in the drawer next to her side of the bed. Same place she kept her hand lotion and old wedding rings. I'm tired of living for everyone else. I'm choosing me now. That line replayed in my head for hours. Choosing me now. But it wasn't the note that broke me. It was the second envelope. Hidden under the drawer lining. No name on it. No address. Just 4 words written in her handwriting. If he finds out, run. I didn't even know who he was, but the handwriting? Definitely hers. And it wasn't about me, because I never gave her a reason to run. I read that line over and over like it would suddenly make sense. If he finds out, run. It wasn't about me. And it sure as hell wasn't about our son. So, who the hell was she running from? Or to? That night I couldn't sleep. I kept pacing, checking the note, the photos, the transactions on our shared bank account. And that's when something clicked. 2 weeks ago, she'd made a $7,000 transfer to some consultant. I thought it was some self-help or business coach BS. She said it was a tax planner. It wasn't. That account? Closed. The recipient name? Fake. But when I Googled it, one result. A Reddit post from a guy saying he lost 30K to the same name. Private jet charters. No refunds. No receipts. That's when my stomach dropped. She didn't just run. She vanished on a paid escape plan, and we funded it. But that's not even the part that messed me up. That came the next morning. My son didn't come downstairs. At all. By noon, I knocked on his door. Nothing. Opened it. Room was trashed. Sheets on the floor. TV unplugged. Laptop gone. He left a sticky note on his desk. Don't come looking for me. I need answers too. No goodbye. No explanation. Now both of them were gone. In 24 hours, I'd gone from celebrating with my family to being alone in a silent house with 2 damn envelopes and 150K worth of regret. I tried calling him. Nothing. Checked his iCloud. Location sharing? Disabled. Called his friends. Most hadn't seen him in days. One of them, Joey, said he was acting weird lately. Twitchy. Obsessed with someone named Caleb. That was new. I asked, who the hell is Caleb? Joey just shrugged. Some dude from a Discord group? They were talking about offshore crypto deals. Sounded shady. And just like that, a second puzzle piece. Offshore. Crypto. Safer than going through you. Maybe my son didn't just send money to her. Maybe someone else was in her ear. Or both of them. That night I sat at the kitchen table just staring at my phone. No calls. No texts. Just silence. Then a ping. Unknown number. Just one message. He's not in danger. Yet. That was it. No context. No name. I stared at it like it would explode. Was it about my son? Was it about me? Then another message. Same number. Check the garage. My heart dropped. I didn't even hesitate. Grabbed a knife from the drawer. Dumb, I know. And ran straight to the garage like a maniac. It was pitch black. I flicked the lights. Everything looked normal. The car was gone, and in its place, a box, wrapped in duct tape. The box was just sitting there, dead center, not hidden, not shoved in a corner, almost like it wanted to be found. It was about the size of a microwave, heavy duct tape on every edge, no markings, no labels, just silence. I stared at it for a full minute, then tore it open. Inside, a burner phone, 3 envelopes, and a flash drive. That's it. The phone turned on with 32% battery left. No SIM, just one app installed, a basic audio recorder, one file. I hit play. Her voice. If you're hearing this, it means I left. And I'm sorry, not for leaving, but for not doing it sooner. I sat down on the floor. My legs gave out. You think I was happy? Living that boring loop, waking up next to a man who stopped listening years ago, raising a kid who only talks when he wants money? You think I wanted that life? No, I wanted out. And then he showed me how. I paused the recording. I knew she was seeing someone. Had to be. But the way she said it, like this guy was a solution, not a fling. I played the rest. He said I could disappear, wipe everything, start fresh. Said I deserved it, that I didn't owe anyone anything. And for once, I believed someone. Click. End of recording. I checked the envelopes. The first one had $500 in cash. The second, a Mexican phone number. No name, just a number. The third, a photo. Her, in a car, next to a man I'd never seen before. Sunglasses, full beard, half a smile, his hand on her thigh. She looked younger in the photo, freer, like someone I hadn't seen in years. The flash drive? Just one file. Surveillance footage, grainy, black and white, timestamp from 6 months ago. It showed her, at a diner, with the same man from the photo. They weren't just talking, they were planning. She slid him a folder. He nodded. She smiled. He kissed her hand. End of file. My brain was fried. I didn't know what to feel. Anger? Betrayal? Relief? I just sat there, staring at the photo. Then the burner phone buzzed. A new audio file appeared. I hadn't downloaded anything. It just appeared. I hit play. It wasn't her this time. It was a man's voice. voice. Calm. Deep. No accent. You weren't supposed to find the box yet. Click. No explanation. No name. No follow-up. I yanked the battery out of the phone. I didn't sleep that night. Every creak in the house felt like a footstep. Every shadow in the hallway looked like him. Who the hell was he? And where the hell was my son? The next morning, I drove to the diner from the footage, just to see. Place was still open. Same layout, same corner booth. I asked the waitress if she remembered the woman in the photo. She glanced at it once, then looked me dead in the eyes. You should leave. Now. Then she walked away. I didn't even get to ask again. Outside, a man was leaning on my car, hoodie up, face down, smoking something cheap. As I approached, he flicked the cigarette and said without looking up, "Your son asked too many questions. You're about to do the same." I froze. Where is he? The guy smiled, still not looking at me. Ask her. She knows what he traded. Then he walked off like nothing happened. That line hit me like a punch to the throat. What the hell did he mean? What he traded? My son didn't trade anything. He just sent her half the money, right? I got back in the car, locked the doors, and just sat there with the engine running. Everything felt wired, wrong, like I'd stepped into someone else's life and couldn't find the exit. I pulled up my son's email on my phone. I still had access. I'd helped him set it up years ago and he never changed the password. Tons of unread junk. But buried in the middle was a thread. Subject line, offshore options, need answer by Wed. It was from someone named C. Walker. No signature, no company, just a string of crypto wallet addresses and this line, once transferred, it's done. You get what you pay for. The reply? From my son. I want the full reset and the location change. I'm done here. That was dated 2 weeks before he won the money. My stomach twisted. He was planning to disappear before the win. Why? And how the hell did she get involved? Unless it wasn't just her manipulating him. What if he was in on it too? I went back to the box in the garage, tearing through the packing foam, looking for anything. Found something wedged in the bottom seam. A micro SD card. Plugged it into my old laptop. It had encrypted files, all with weird names. But one folder wasn't locked. Photos. Dozens of them. Not just of her, of my son. At ATMs. On his laptop. Sitting in our living room. Texting. All timestamped. All from angles like someone had been watching us through a damn window. My heart dropped. One photo stopped me cold. My son. Talking to the bearded guy from the car photo. They were standing in front of our house. Smiling. I slammed the laptop shut. I needed answers. Fast. I texted the number from the second envelope. The Mexican one. Where is he? No reply for hours. I thought maybe it was dead. Or fake. Then finally, a voice message came through. A woman's voice. Not hers, but definitely not robotic. He came willingly, and he got exactly what he asked for. You should stop looking. You're not built for this. I played that message 10 times. I wasn't built for what? The next day, a package showed up at my door. No return address, just my name, handwritten. Inside, a VHS tape. Who the hell still uses VHS? I had to dig through the attic to find our old player. Hooked it up in the garage. Popped it in. Static. Then grainy footage. It looked like a motel room. Somewhere cheap. Curtains drawn. One lamp on. And then, my son. Sitting on the edge of the bed, looking right at the camera. He looked scared. Not like held hostage scared. More like regret. He leaned in close to the lens and whispered, "Dad, if you're watching this, I messed up. I thought I was in control. I thought I knew what I was buying. But this thing, this reset, it's not what they said. It's not freedom." He glanced off camera, flinched, like someone was in the room. "Don't trust anyone. Don't send money. Don't follow." The tape cut. Right there. Just cut. I sat in that garage for over an hour, waiting for something else to play. Nothing. Just static. I started tearing through every drawer, every cabinet, every memory in that house. There had to be something I missed. Some sign that all of this wasn't just a slow-motion car crash. And I found it. Wedged behind the fridge, taped to the wall with black electrical tape, a folded piece of paper. My son's handwriting. "If I disappear, don't come after me. Seriously, don't be a hero. You don't know what they're capable of. This isn't about you. It never was. I thought I was escaping the system. Turns out, I just bought into another one. Tell Mom I forgive her. She tried. She really did. But I'm not sure forgiveness matters where I'm going." I reread that line 20 times. Where I'm going. Not what I'm doing. Not where I'm staying. Going. Like he signed up for something final. I started thinking about that phrase. The reset. What the hell was it? I called every number I could find tied to C. Walker. Burner emails. Shadow sites. All dead. But one link in his email signature still worked. It was a portal. A login page with just 2 fields. Key ID and sequence code. No branding. No help. Just static white text and a black background. I tried random junk. Nothing. Then I remembered the flash drive. The one from the box. I plugged it back in. Dug deeper. There was a hidden text file with a string of letters and numbers. Tried it as the key ID. The screen flickered. Accepted. It asked for sequence code. I paused. Went back to the VHS tape. Zoomed in on the timestamp overlay in the corner. 4 sets of numbers. I tried the third one. Login successful. The screen loaded a new page. No images. Just a sentence. "Congratulations. Your identity has been queued for detachment." Then the page crashed. That was it. No contacts. No info. Just that message. My phone rang. No caller ID. I picked up. "You logged in. That was your one mistake." Click. No way to call back. Nothing on my screen. Just the silent hum of someone watching too closely. That night, someone knocked on my door at 3:17 a.m. Just once. One sharp knock. I didn't move. I didn't breathe. Just waited. No second knock. In the morning, I found a slip of paper slid under the door. "He's alive, but he's not yours anymore." I couldn't take it. I packed a bag, booked the first flight to Tulum. The address in the envelope? I was going there. No more waiting. When I got to Mexico, I took a cab straight from the airport to the coast. The house was exactly like in the photo. Modern, clean, oceanfront. Too perfect. I walked straight to the front door and knocked. No answer. So I did the thing I swore I wouldn't do. I broke in. Inside, everything was cold. Empty. Like someone had just left 5 minutes before. A wine glass on the table. A half-burned candle. A photo on the counter. My wife, smiling. With the same bearded man. Again. Only now, she looked scared. Like she was smiling because someone told her to. Then I heard a phone buzzing upstairs. The buzzing kept going. Steady, almost rhythmic. I crept up the stairs. The house was too clean. Not lived in. Staged. Like it was prepped for a showing, not a life. At the end of the hall, a door. Slightly open. The buzzing came from inside. I pushed it. There was no bed. Just a chair, a table, a lamp, and a single phone sitting on the table. Screen glowing. Unknown calling. It buzzed again. I stared at it. Buzz, buzz. Then it stopped. And a new text appeared on the screen. You're late. Then another. Sit in the chair. What the hell? I turned to leave and froze. There was a camera in the corner of the room. Red light blinking. They were watching. Another text. Leave, and your son disappears for real. So I sat. Heart pounding, hands shaking, I sat. The phone rang again. This time I answered. No voice. Just breathing. Then, one line. One voice I knew like my own. Dad, I'm sorry. I jumped up. Where are you? Silence. Then a click. The phone screen went black. Suddenly the camera's red light blinked faster, like an alert. Then, another voice came from the room's speaker. Calm. Robotic. Chilling. You've completed phase 1. The choice is next. The wall behind the table opened. A hidden door. Inside, darkness. And stairs. Descending. The phone buzzed one last time with a new message. He chose the stairs. Will you? If you made it this far, you already know what to do. Subscribing isn't just clicking a button. It's your path to content that's actually worth your time. Hitting like? That's your way of saying, hell yeah, give me more of this. So don't hesitate. Make your move, and I'll see you where the real stories begin.